there's one platform I've really neglected over the years, it's the PlayStation Portable. I've barely scratched the surface of the library, aside from a handful of games. And it's kind of amazing that I happened upon a copy of Pursuit Force. This game is my kind of game. It's got a neat gameplay gimmick, B-movie dialogue and voice acting, as well as cinematic camera angles that happen even during gameplay. Pursuit Force is kind of a racing game mixed in with some weird shooting elements here and there. Missions are broken up into small chunks that usually last around between like 5 to 10 minutes. And they're completely linear. It's just one big long stretch of road that you go down. While you're going down this road, there's a variety of goals. There's some basic modes like racing to the finish, but there's also destroying enemy vehicles, capturing enemy vehicles, tailing enemies, taking out gang leaders, etc. Most sections of the game are based on the exact same gameplay, but it gives the player different restrictions and goals to work with. Aside from the simple driving, the main twist for Pursuit Force is the ability to jump from car to car. Any car can be claimed, but you gotta be careful with civilian cars, as destroying one will result in civilian casualties. Landing on enemy cars engages a cover-based shooter basically. You press R to fire, although you don't have to aim or anything, and you take cover on the sides of the car. But going in and out of cover isn't immediate, so it requires quite a bit of timing. It's really easy to ignore early on and just blast foes in the face as you're sitting on the front of the car, but later on it becomes essential. You can also fire at enemies from the seat of your car, and to destroy another car it takes quite a while, and you risk shooting at civilian vehicles. Running into civilians or shooting them reduces your score and your pursuit gauge. This gauge can be used to either kill yourself in your car or to initiate bullet time while jumping from one car to another. Some levels are completely devoid of civilians, but other times they litter the streets, so you're constantly evading. The core gameplay is the racing, but there are some other weird segments here and there. There's like a machine gun mounted Gatling gun segment, which aiming in is kind of difficult. The PSP doesn't exactly have the most precise analog nub. And then there are these on foot sections that are, oh god, what is this? It's yeah, it's clunky, but these sections are rare at the very least. The actual setting and tone of the game is just super cheesy and fun. There's over-the-top stereotypical characters with awful bad dialogue, but it just works so well together.
I'm gonna put you in a world of pain, pig.
Take out those guards! I want hardballs, damn it!
Hardball is gonna tear you out!
You ain't taking us back to the big house, pig.
And there's a pretty neat orchestrated soundtrack that fits the fast-paced action pretty well. Pursuit Force is pretty short, and it probably should be, because it really just focuses on one major gimmick, and it doesn't need to be longer than a handful of hours. If you are desperate to get some extra time out of Pursuit Force, there are some races and time trials as side content, but it doesn't exactly match up with the rest of the game. But in the end, it's really just a neat little game with unique mechanics and some really entertaining dialogue and cutscenes. What is going on? What's happening? Oh, there we go.
You're chasing your own death, cop!